Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to dive into budget motorcycles that can comfortably run 400,000 miles. Starting at number 7, the Yamaha V-Star 650. The Yamaha V-Star 650 is the type of affordable cruiser that makes you seriously wonder why people spend massive money on chrome and loud exhausts. This bike simply delivers, reliably, cheaply, and for a jaw-dropping amount of distance. We're talking about 400,000 miles without the drama. With used prices usually sitting around $3,000 to $4,000, it doesn't assault your wallet. Yet somehow it still delivers that classic cruiser vibe, with enough metal and character to take you cross-country, or just on a short ride to the diner for waffles. Its air-cooled V-twin engine is old-school simple, and that's exactly what you want if your plan is to ride forever. There are no fancy electronics waiting to short-circuit your savings account. Maintenance is very DIY-friendly as well. Valve adjustments won't require a rocket science degree or a second mortgage. Riders who've logged well beyond 200,000 miles on the stock engine swear by the V-Star's reliability like it's a belief system. And yes, the shaft drive means fewer chains to lube and more miles to enjoy. Parts are cheap and available everywhere. Oil changes cost no more than a couple of decent burgers. Insurance stays low. Overall, the Yamaha V-Star 650 proves you don't need a $15,000 touring monster to chase sunsets. You just need a dependable bike, a solid wrench, and the confidence to trust a machine that's outlasted more sport bikes than... Number 6. Kawasaki Vulcan 900. The Kawasaki Vulcan 900 is like that reliable coworker who arrives early, never complains, and somehow still looks cool doing it. This bike isn't just affordable, it's ridiculously capable of going the distance. Riders all over the United States have stacked up 300,000 to 400,000 miles on these without needing engine replacements or emotional support sessions. You can pick up a well-maintained used Vulcan for roughly $4,000 to $5,000 and still have plenty of life left in those cylinders. What turns the Vulcan 900 into a marathon champion is its liquid-cooled V-twin engine. It's smooth, efficient, and easy to live with. It doesn't overheat, doesn't beg for attention, and simply glides down the road. It feels bigger than a 650, but without the fuel-guzzling chaos of a heavyweight cruiser and with fuel economy sitting in the 40 seconds per gallon. That means more miles on the road and fewer awkward gas station conversations. The belt drive is another big plus. It's quieter, cleaner, and needs far less attention than a chain. Comfort is clearly a priority here. A wide seat, relaxed ergonomics, and solid wind protection with an aftermarket screen make it a mile eater. This is cruiser living without chiropractor invoices. Overall, the Kawasaki Vulcan 900 doesn't rely on hype. It's a workhorse wrapped in classic cruiser styling. It's the kind of bike that can take you coast to coast and still be ready to do it again. For just a few grand, you get a long-haul partner that's shockingly good at playing the long game. Number 5. Honda Nighthawk 750. The Honda Nighthawk 750 is basically the motorcycle version of that uncle who never ages, never breaks, and somehow knows how to fix everything. Built with Honda's no-nonsense engineering philosophy, this bike is a textbook example of low-maintenance longevity. With clean used examples often priced under $4,000, it's one of the cheapest tickets to 400,000 miles of mechanical peace. At its core sits Honda's famously indestructible inline-4 engine. It's smooth, bulletproof, and nearly immortal. This isn't a fragile, high-strung sport bike motor. It just keeps going year after year, decade after decade, like it plans to outlive civilization. It doesn't leak oil, it doesn't burn oil, and if you change fluids and check valves occasionally, it'll probably still be running when your grandkids are grown. There's no fuel injection here, just simple carburetors, and that's a benefit. Fewer sensors, no ECU meltdowns, just classic reliability. Maintenance costs are laughably low. Chain, oil, tires, repeat. Parts are still easy to find, and you won't need divine intervention or dealership magic to get them. Overall, the Honda Nighthawk 750 is one of those rare bikes that racks up massive mileage without drawing attention. It doesn't boast, it doesn't show off, it simply works. Number 4. Suzuki 250 times. The Suzuki 250 times proves that small displacement doesn't equal small endurance. It's light, approachable, and capable of outlasting your expectations, and probably your car. Riders have documented these little singles crossing the 200,000 mile mark without complaint. With obsessive care, they can even flirt with 400,000. All that durability comes wrapped in a retro design you can usually grab for $2,000 to $3,000 used. That's pocket change for a bike this tough. Its fuel-injected air-cooled single-cylinder engine is laughably simple. 1 cylinder, 2 valves, 0 chaos. It's basically a sewing machine that cruises at 60 miles per hour while sipping fuel like it's preparing for the end times. No, it's not built for freeway battles, but for daily commuting, weekend rides, and let's just ride days. It's perfect. Maintenance is nearly non-existent. Valve checks are simple. Oil changes take minutes. This is the kind of bike you can wrench on in your garage without cursing or searching, "Why does my engine sound like a blender?" Overall, the Suzuki 250 times is a budget warrior. It doesn't pretend to be fast, but it absolutely masters the art of lasting forever. If you want a charming machine that goes the distance on pennies, this is a bike you marry, not casually. Number 3. Kawasaki Versys 650. The Kawasaki Versys 650 is what you get when a commuter and an adventure bike combine and create an overachiever. It's not just versatile, it's insanely capable, and more importantly, it's one of the few budget bikes that laughs at mileage limits. Riders have pushed these beyond 300,000 miles with nothing more than basic upkeep. Treat it right, and 400,000 miles isn't fantasy, it's a target. Used prices usually sit around $4,000 to $5,000, making it an incredible value. Its liquid-cooled parallel twin engine is a gem. Smooth, efficient, and tougher than rush hour traffic. Kawasaki kept it simple, and that's the brilliance. It starts every time, runs forever, and stays cool whether you're slicing through city chaos or cruising mountain roads. What truly sets the Versys apart is how little it demands from you. Valve intervals are generous, chain care is easy, and nothing ever seems to fail catastrophically. Ride it daily, year-round, across nearly any terrain, and it just keeps asking for more. Comfort is another highlight. Upright seating, excellent suspension, and enough wind protection to avoid turning into a human sail. Overall, the Kawasaki Versys 650 isn't flashy, but it's fiercely loyal. It's a blue-collar machine with white-collar intelligence. Efficient, capable, and frustratingly hard to kill. Number 2. Honda Shadow 750. The Honda Shadow 750 is the cruiser that doesn't try too hard, yet somehow outlives nearly everything else in the garage. It's old school, dependable, tank-like, and smoother than your uncle's barbecue pickup lines. You can usually find a solid used one for around $3,000 to $4,000, which is basically a steal for a bike that can roll well past 300,000 miles. With consistent oil changes and valve checks, it can even flirt with the 400,000 mark. The liquid-cooled V-twin engine is calm and understressed, which is exactly why it racks up miles so effortlessly. It's not built for excitement, it's built for consistency. The shaft drive is a huge advantage too. No chain adjustments, no sprockets, just ride and repeat. Fuel economy lands in the mid-40s per gallon, which adds up to long, relaxed rides without constant refueling. It's low, comfortable, and easy on your back during long trips. You get classic cruiser looks without classic cruiser pricing. And when something eventually wears out, parts are everywhere and ridiculously cheap. Overall, the Honda Shadow 750 is as dependable as gravity. It won't dominate drag races or steal attention at bike night, but it'll still be running long after flashier bikes have become garage decor. Number 1. Suzuki SV 650. The Suzuki SV 650 is the budget sport bike that decided to exceed expectations and then keep going. It's light, agile, and way too entertaining for something you can buy used for $3,000 to $4,000. The real shocker is this. Riders have logged 300,000 to 400,000 miles on these with nothing more than oil changes, valve inspections, and basic respect. That's commuter reliability mixed with weekend-level excitement. The secret lies in the liquid-cooled V-twin engine. It's punchy without being wild, durable without being dull. Power delivery makes you smile without constantly checking your speed like it's watching you. And it's nearly indestructible. The design is straightforward, parts are everywhere, and maintenance doesn't require wealth or wizardry. Fuel economy hovers around 50 miles per gallon, and the ergonomics land right between sporty and I can still walk tomorrow. It's a daily rider that can double as a canyon carver or weekend thrill machine. Chain upkeep is basic, aftermarket support is massive, and parts availability is endless. Overall, the Suzuki SV 650 is the people's performance bike that quietly outlasts more expensive machines. It isn't flashy or intimidating, it's just focused on running forever, and honestly, it probably will. And with that, we've reached the end of today's video. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more upcoming content.